Oh, I'm sorry.
It's been a long day of interviews.
Oh my God, I know. These press days must be torture.
What was your question?
You know what? No worries. I think we got what we need.
You sure?
Of course. Well, congrats you two on your recent engagement. So exciting. And your Grammy nominations. You must be thrilled.
Thank you
Vault
so
of
much.
Fame was definitely an appropriate title for this film. I really thought it was interesting, the reunion between the two gentlemen, exes, so to speak. His ex was basically accusing him of selling out, and of course, once you sell your soul, you can never truly be happy. So, in perspective of an interview, he was really just grilling him and asking him, but you've achieved so much. Are you happy still? Are you even happy? I thought it was profound when Will said that his successes had eventually revealed to him his failures. And I thought that was a really good line. I liked the story, and the plot was well driven.
I liked it. It had it brought up a lot of issues about love and success and at what cost does fame come sometimes, and how it maybe challenges your values and what's really important to you and where your moral compass is. I thought the lead actor was very compelling. I thought he did a great job. He had a great voice and kind of sold me on the believability of that character. So good work for everybody involved, and keep up. And look forward to seeing what you do next.
This was particularly sad and romantic, but very melancholic. I thought the script was very intense, even though it was very engaging. You kind of feel sad. I don't know. It was sad and very well done. The acting or performances were great. I really loved the flashbacks throughout the story that tell you the story about this couple, and kind of also sad to see how fame played out there and how easygoing he seemed to be before he was famous. I don't know. It was great. I really liked it.
I thought this was really well presented. You got a taste of the previous relationship, and you totally got the intensity of the new relationship. And, the premise of an interview was kind of the perfect scenario. It brings a level of intensity and intimacy that you wouldn't get if they kind of just bumped into each other on the street. So I thought this was very well presented, and the premise was just perfect to give it that added intensity of a confrontation. So great job.
I really, really liked how they acknowledged the history between the two, like with his producer / fiance, that they didn't just kind of like leave it hanging in the air. So I thought that was really well done, because I think a lot of the times, especially when you have a setup kind of like this where the interviewer like knows who they're interviewing, and maybe it's like a past relationship or past friendship, whatever it is, they don't always acknowledge it outright. A lot of the time they'll acknowledge it kind of sneakily or kind of subtly throughout the scene, but I liked that they did outright acknowledge it, and that the musician was like, no, it's fine, whatever, like I could still do the interview.
This had some incredibly strong performances. I really, really enjoyed the storyline. I actually watched it twice because I wanted to go back and catch all of the really subtle hints and clues that, told a deeper story underneath the surface one. I loved the idea of having the confrontation between Will and his ex in the form of an interview. So it really created an interesting tension and dynamic between them, because there was just so many things at play while Will's fiance is on looking.
It's a very emotional story, and I feel like it was performed really well. I like the use of like kind of just like staying close ups. Like I felt like 80% of the time was cool, and you got to see the subtler performances or the subtle choices in everyone's performances. And Yeah, it was great. I mean, great singing, great casting. I like the way that everyone like, they looked the part. So the casting was really solid with this one. Yeah, it was interesting. It was a complicated story or a complex story that was told in a very economic and efficient amount of time. So great job.
And I really enjoyed this one. I just thought there was a lot of strong things going on all at once. First and foremost, the writing. This is a writer who definitely understands relationships, understands what draws a viewer in, what we're interested in. Yeah, absolutely, just nailed it. The directing was great too. Just subtle things, even. Showing us one thing while talking about it, leading us on with, one thing that comes to mind is go from a big wide shot to a close up on the engagement ring, and then he gets asked about the engagement. Like little things like that, nice touches. I liked it. And the acting was all just really grounded and just very believable.